Hello Taurus, I am Poetic Heretic, and this is your November 2017 Tarot Forecast. Do remember you can use these videos for your Sun, Rising, and Moon signs. So this month I am again doing a week-by-week forecast, so one card for each week, and then a fifth card summing up the whole month. So here we go. What does the universe have in store for all those Taurian individuals? All of those born under the sign of Taurus. Oh, the cards are getting crazy, you guys. Not quite yet. What does the universe have in store for all those born under the sign of Taurus? Alright, and there we go. The first week, the Three of Swords reversed. The second week, the Ace of Pentacles, very nice. The third week, the Three of Cups reversed. The fourth week, the Nine of Cups reversed. And the fifth card summing up the energy of the whole month, the Ten of Swords reversed. Alright, so this is usually, almost always a good card right off the bat when it's reversed. When it's upright it can be otherwise, but when it's reversed this usually indicates sort of escaping defeat or a sort of recovery from something bad or something like that. We see that also with the Three of Swords reversed coming up here. We've also got two threes, which talk about communication, and so right away I'm like seeing this as quite possibly a month of recovery and relief for the vast majority of you out there. But we have some other things sort of mixed in as well, so let's get right into it here. For the first week you have the Three of Swords reversed. So when this card is reversed, it's usually a positive thing. It's usually talking about relief and recovery from sorrow, more optimism, improved communication, and stuff like that. No longer feeling troubled or worried or sort of in the midst of trauma or anything like that. This is a relief from difficulties. And again, it's only backed up by the Ten of Swords reversed down here. It is interesting how you have two threes and the Three of Cups reversed is not such a good thing, in all honesty. And yet the threes, both of them showing up, are going to indicate communication playing a significant factor this month. Especially in the first and third weeks, but probably just for the whole month as well. So for the second week, you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is very, very good. This is a card of great success, especially financial success, success in business, at your job, your work. This can also be new beginnings in those areas of life, money, your job, your work, career, all that. Sometimes this can even be like the beginning of like a happy, harmonious new relationship, But usually this card is talking about money, with it being the Ace of Pentacles. And let's see, what else? Well, with it following the Three of Swords reversed here, it could even be like a new beginning after leaving behind something painful, essentially. So regardless, it's going to be something very enjoyable, almost like success is just handed to you as well. So for the third week, you have the Three of Cups reversed. This card, like, normally if I was interpreting it on its own, I'd say, well, it's a card of disharmony. It's a card of hurt feelings, people not getting along, because it is reversed, and when it's upright, it talks about harmony and things going well between people, celebration and stuff like that. But when it's reversed, it could be like shame and even like maybe embarrassment and social gatherings that are just not going well. However, with the Ten of Swords reversed here, summing up the whole month, that makes me think that this is more like quite possibly an avoidance or a brush with something like that. You could have an experience where you almost have a disappointment or hurt feelings or something like that, whether your feelings being hurt or someone else's, but you are sort of narrowly avoiding it, as the Ten of Swords down here kind of reminds us of. But in other cases, you know, this could still manifest as a situation that is difficult socially in some way. So be wary of that in the third week, and you know, look at it as a potential challenge. It's not a problem, it's a challenge. It's something you can use to learn and grow from. For the fourth week, the Nine of Cups reversed. Well, this is another card that when it's upright, it's very happy and positive. It's talking about a party atmosphere. It's talking about enjoying the pleasures of life and stuff like that. Enjoying yourself and feeling very content and satisfied. Well, when it's reversed, normally it's going to talk about sorrow, sadness, and pessimism, and even a sense of depression sometimes, and people saying things that you don't like, again, kind of the hurt feelings sort of thing. But again, we have this Ten of Swords reversed card down here, which could mean that this is like a brush with that sort of thing, or you narrowly avoid that kind of a situation. Let's see, is there anything else I could say though before I move on? Just the Nine of Cups here in its reverse position, well, following these two cards, and I could say the same thing about the Three of Cups, it could also be a situation where the kind of harmony that the upright meanings talk about is manifesting. It's just not manifesting very strongly. And it could be because some of the stuff from the past is still lingering in the present and sort of tainting it somewhat. And so if that's the case, then of course you really want to try to let go of that so you can fully enjoy the present. And other than that, we can look more deeply here at the Ten of Swords reversed, summing up the energy of the whole month. So, as I said, this is very often an indicator of narrowly escaping defeat, or narrowly escaping something that is tragic or very much unwanted. It can be the recovery from a difficult situation, the recovery from pain, the recovery from loss. The only other thing I could say about it would be that in a negative sense, the Ten of Swords reverse can sometimes be like a sort of unwillingness to face the truth about something, an unwillingness to look at things clearly, and like a need to face the truth about something. That has, I guess, limited likelihood because of the more positive cards that we're seeing here. But just know that I guess that could be a possibility as well. And so if that's you, then that's something that you want to try to work on. Now, anything else before we depart from this reading? With this being a 10 reversed, this could be something that you're trying to manifest this month that just doesn't quite happen, or you're trying to make it happen and it kind of happens, but it doesn't happen to your full satisfaction. Could even be like with this Ace of Pentacles, talking about a new beginning. There may be a new beginning, but there's also still this other stuff lingering, and that's why this is a 10 and reversed, because if it was upright, it would be the idea of a full, total manifestation, and even perhaps a new beginning, as this card talks about. But in its reverse position, that is blocked in some way. So be wary of that. Now, that doesn't mean that you should give up, of course, if you're trying to make something happen or create something. Just know that it will quite possibly be a little more challenging right now, but don't give up. That's not that's never really a good thing to do at all. So let's see if there's anything else we can go over here. I don't think so. This is a pretty clear-cut reading, I would say. There's not a whole lot of I don't know, really intense, deep psychological stuff going on that I can look at or identify to the best of my knowledge, other than maybe that idea of if you're not facing the truth about something, about maybe some friends in your life or people in your social circles, as this Three of Cups can talk about, or even about yourself, then you want to try to work with that and figure out what those truths are that you need to uncover. So that's about it, my dear Taurians out there. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I mean, overall, like, it's not a really bad month, it's not a really good month. It's kind of in between. There's some really good times with this Ace of Pentacles especially, but there are also some potential challenges with these two cards in particular. So, you know, it's like most months. There's the good and there's the bad, but ultimately I would say it's all good, because the bad is just there to help us learn and grow and all that kind of stuff. So there you go, Taurus. I hope you have a great month. This has been a tarot reading for the sign of Taurus for the month of November 2017 from Poetic Heretic. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.